Welcome sa zip9.com. Sa previous video ay pinag-usapan natin yung symmetry about the x-axis, about the y-axis, and about the origin. No? Sabi natin kung meron tayong equation, pag gusto natin i-test yung symmetry about the x-axis, we just replace y with negative y. Pag symmetry about the y-axis, we have to replace x with negative x. And for the origin, no, replace both, no? For origin, we have to, no? Yung dalawang yan, sama siya dito sa origin. I-replace both. Dapat may and tayo dito. So, let's have some example here, no? Some examples. So, first example is yung x squared plus 1. Tignan natin yung y equals x squared plus 1. Tignan natin, is it symmetric with the x-axis? Pag x-axis, ano nga gagawin natin? Replace y with negative y. So, pag nireplace natin yung y equals x squared plus 1, and negative y equals x squared plus 1. Sabi dun sa previous video, pag sinimplify natin yan, at bumalik siya dito, then it is symmetric with the x-axis. Pero may way pa ba para i-simplify ito? Wala na, di ba? Kahit ano gawin natin, ito na yan. At kahit i-manipulate pa natin yan, this equation will never be equivalent to this equation. So therefore, the answer here is no, it is not symmetric with the x-axis. Second, is it symmetric with the y-axis? Pag y-axis, replace x with negative x. And then, simplify. Pag bumalik siya sa original equation, then, it is symmetric with the x-axis. So, y equals negative x, replace x with negative x, plus 1. So, ano mangyari sa negative x squared? Negative x squared is the same as negative x times negative x, no? Negative times negative is positive, and x times x is x squared. So this is x squared also. Okay, kapareho siya, di ba? So, bumalik siya doon sa original equation, meaning it is symmetric about the x-axis, no? Siguro about yata ito. Correct word is about. Next, we have symmetric ba siya about the origin? So, we have negative y, replace both. Negative y equals negative x squared plus 1. So, negative y equals, sabi natin x squared plus 1 to kanina. Wala na tayong pwedeng gawin dito. So, hindi siya bumalik sa dati. So, the answer is no. Okay. So, in fact, hindi naman natin kailangang another strategy, of course, is, for example, sabi natin na sa x-axis, pag ano ba itsura ng point sa x-axis? Pag nandito ka, pag siya ay symmetric about the x-axis, yung xy mo maging x negative y, di ba? From the previous video. Tapos, ito naman ay magiging negative xy. No? So, kumuha ka lang ng point dyan. For example, yung original equation natin is y equals x squared plus 1. Ano yung ano niya? Ano yung, kuha tayo ng point. For example, pag 0 ang x mo, no, you don't want 0. Pag ang x mo ay 1, then y mo ay 1 squared plus 1, then y is equals 2, di ba? So 1, 2 is on the graph of this equation, no? Para makuha mo yung, pwede mo i-test if yung 1, negative 2 is also on the graph. So, is 1, negative 2 on the graph? No? So, pwede mong i-test, no? Pwede nating i-test. Now, original equation is y equals x squared plus 1, right? So, ang y natin is negative 2 equals x squared plus 1. Ano yung squared natin? Ano yung x natin is 1 squared plus 1. Is it equal? Is negative 2 equal to 2? No, it's not equal. So, therefore, this point is not on the graph. And therefore, hindi siya symmetric about the x-axis. Ganun din sa origin. You have to check if negative 1, negative 2 is on the graph. And you'll see that hindi siya. It's not on the graph. So that's one strategy. No? Pag may nakita lang kayo na, o pag naipakita nyo lang na yung isang point is hindi siya symmetric about any of this, about the x-axis, about the y-axis, about the origin, automatic na yun. Pag kahit isang point lang, yun tatawag natin counter-example, di ba? Isang counter-example lang, automatic na hindi na true or hindi na true yung statement. Okay? So, the second equation is x cubed minus x. Okay, so again we can replace y with negative y to replace x with to test the symmetry about the x-axis. Replace y with negative y. So negative y equals x cubed minus x. Masisimplify pa ba natin siya? Wala na, no? So again, hindi siya symmetric about the x-axis. Next, for the y-axis, replace x with negative x. So y equals negative x cubed minus negative x. Okay, so ang negative x cubed is negative x times negative x times negative x, di ba? So pag sinimplify natin siya, negative times negative is positive, times negative is negative rin, di ba? So negative x cubed din siya pag sinimplify. So y is equal to negative x cubed minus negative is the same as plus. So magiging plus x siya. Question. Maibabalik ba natin siya dito sa same equation? For example, pag nag-multiply tayo ng negative. Pag nag-multiply tayo ng negative dito, negative 1, magiging negative na to. Magiging positive, magiging negative. Try natin. So ito, hindi siya kapareho nito. So one way lang to check, baka pwede naman i-multiply natin sa negative 1 to. So negative 1 times y equals negative 1 times x cubed plus x. So negative y equals x cubed minus x. May magagawa ba tayo dito? Wala na. Kapareho ba siya nito? No. So hindi siya symmetric about the y-axis. Okay. Next. Siguro i-box natin ito, baka malito kayo. Yung original equation natin. So, pag sa origin, i-replace natin pareho yung x ng negative x, y ng negative y, and then we simplify and check kung babalik siya dito. So, replace y with negative y, replace x with negative x. Okay? So, negative y is equal to, sabi natin kanina, ang negative x cubed ay negative x cubed and then plus x. Pareho ba? Hindi. Try natin i-multiply ng negative 1. Negative 1 times negative y equals negative 1 times negative x cubed plus x. So, mangyayari is y is equal to magne-negative tayo, magiging x cubed minus x. Magkapareho ba sila? Yes, no? Sila ay symmetric sa origin. So, that's one example. Yung unang example natin kanina, x squared minus or y equals x squared plus 1. Pwede natin tignan yung graph, no? Y equals x squared plus 1. Sabi natin kanina symmetric to sa y-axis, di ba? So, I think it's obvious na symmetric siya sa y-axis. At syempre, hindi rin siya symmetric sa x. Kasi pag symmetric yan, dapat may ganun yan dito, no? Okay? Now, for the second graph, we have y equals x cubed minus x. Symmetric siya about the origin, no? Kasi pag given any point ka dito, no? Yan. Dapat yung ano niyan, yung ang coordinate nito, no? Ng point na to. Yan, pag gumawa tayo ng point ng yung coordinate niyan ay parehong negative, mapupunta yan dito, no? So we can have, I don't know kung pwede itong gawin, no? But a equals x of a, no? Pwede yata. So we want to find the x coordinate of this, no? We want to get the value. Kaya siya meron tayong a is 1.74. So, a is equal to the x coordinate of, nakita nyo yung tinype ko kanina. Yan. Ang a na maliit ay x coordinate nitong a. So, kaya siya 1.74 dito, 1.74 dito. Tapos ang b, we can have x coordinate of, the y coordinate of a. And then we create a point, another point, which is negative a, diba? Negative b. Diba kukunin natin yung negative nito? And then we'll have that point. Okay? So, yan yung ating point about the origin. Dapat nandun siya sa graph, diba? To show that this is indeed symmetric about the x-axis, dapat pag minove ko ito, hindi ito lalabas ng graph. Dapat dyan din siya sa graph, di ba? At yung coordinates niya, dapat negative siya nitong mga nandito. Okay? So, if I move this, look what happens, no? Okay? So, 1.38, negative 1.38. 1.25, negative 1.25. Okay? So, 1.64, negative 1.64. 2.77, negative 2.77. Okay? Nag-gets nyo, hindi siya lumalabas ng graph. Ibig sabihin, siya ay symmetric about the origin. Okay, so I hope meron kayo natutunan sa video na to. Maraming salamat and see you in the next tutorial.